people feel good about the 80s is mostly people of around 30, 35 years old. And I think retrowave or synthwave takes them back to their youth, to times when everything was good and everything was positive. That's what I think people like about the music. That's what I like about it anyway. So. First of all, I'm not a professional musician. I made a lot of music before, since I was 12, but not anything professional. I didn't finish anything. This was my first project because I was doing so many things. And at that moment I was like, either I'm going to stop making music at all because I did so many things, or I'm going to focus on one kind of music. And that's when I heard the soundtrack of Drive. The movie from 2011, and that's when I thought, okay, I want to make this kind of music, and that's why I made Timecop. Hey. When I posted my music online for the first time, I was really surprised that people even would listen to my music. So I put my music on SoundCloud, and that was Childhood Memories, one of my first songs. I had to pick a name, and I was listening to a lot of Future Cop. There's another band, I'm not sure if you know him, Future Cop. So I thought, okay, I want to do something with time as well. So I picked Timecop, and 1983 is my birth year. So that's kind of how it was born. So it was a coincidence, and I really don't like it that much now. But I mean, people know me this way, so I'm not going to change it anymore. And from there, it's just been crazy. So many fans I got. My first performance was a year ago in March 2016, and the first one was really crazy. This guy from Holland, from Microwaves, is a party organizer, and he kept asking me if I was interested in doing live shows. And at first I was like, no, I'm not going to do it because I hadn't had any performance experience. So he kept asking me, do you want to go, do you want to go? And at one time I thought like, okay, maybe it's cool to give it a try. I bought a laptop and just prepared a kind of a live performance. I went on stage. I don't know at what time I went on, and I don't know at what time I finished. And there were people dancing behind me, but I didn't see them because I was so stressed out and really shaky. I didn't know. It was crazy. I think synthwave started, or retrowave started, as influenced by the 80s. I wouldn't say it's like replicated 80s music, but it's very inspired by the 80s, by people like John Carpenter and all kinds of old school soundtracks from the 80s. It started as a really small subculture or kind of underground, and it's becoming more and more popular nowadays, I think. I mean, there's influences in pop music and like top 40 hits that you hear on the radio. You see it in the cinemas or in documentaries and commercials. I wouldn't say it's pop culture music, but it's at the top of the underground music. I take the elements that I like the most, like a really warm sound, with a really warm synthesizer sound, and that's what I try to recreate in my music. I have about maybe 400 ideas on my computer, and like only 60 have become songs, but I'm always busy working on ideas just to create music, just to get my mindset into making music. My studio is in my attic at home. So when I want to make music, I just go upstairs. There's a lot of synthesizers there, and at the moment there's no space anymore. It's becoming, well, not dangerous, but for my pocket, for my wallet, it's really dangerous. So it's a really expensive hobby indeed. I have about 15 synthesizers in my studio. About half of them are modern synthesizers, and other half of it is vintage synths. I really like the sound of the Juno 106, the Roland D50 for example. And there's so many dream synthesizers I have from the 80s or even the 70s, but it's really hard to find them at a good price. I work with FL Studio. It's a pretty old version of FL Studio. It's a kind of program, and that's what I use. I just sit there in my attic behind the computer thinking of melodies, and once I come up with something, I record it into the computer so I can play it back and create songs from there. When the star was born, nobody really knows. I think it started on the internet, on MySpace, and I think maybe Kavinsky or Danger, who's playing tonight as well, they were one of the first to make this kind of music, and from there it kind of evolved. So I think it began on the internet, but nobody knows for sure when it started, so nobody knows exactly the history about it. At least I don't know it. Synthwave scene is getting bigger and bigger every day, which is absolutely great, but I just cannot keep up with all the releases anymore. Almost every day there's a new album coming out. I've asked my Facebook fans a while ago where they are from, and they were from like Malaysia, Russia, in Europe, everywhere, even some guys from the Middle East, like from Dubai and things like that. Why my music became so popular, I really don't know, to be honest, and I'm still amazed every day about how many people listen to my music. It's crazy. Like I said before, I don't have any musical background, so I still have my day job. I work at a municipality in Eindhoven in the Netherlands, so I still have my 36-hour day job, and next to that I have my hobby, which is making music and performing music. I've thought about going full professional as a musician, but I just don't want to give up the security of my day job. So that's why I still combine it. It's getting harder and harder every day because now I'm performing here in Moscow, and when I go somewhere I always want to see the city. I've never been here, but I only have so much vacation days of work, so I have to make a choice, okay, where I'm going to stay longer and where not. But I just don't want to give up the security of my job. So I started as an internet musician, but now I'm doing live shows, and it's been crazy for me. It's still like a dream every day. And I've performed in the Netherlands, of course, but also in Poland, in Budapest, and Hungary, and now I'm here in Moscow and didn't expect it at all. So it's a huge surprise for me. And my girlfriend is here. She came with me to Russia. So that's great to have her with me.
We arrived Thursday, and in the evening. So at night we did a lot of walking.
Our feet really hurt. We walked all day through the city, so that's that's really bad. But it's a really nice city. We've been to the Red Square and the St. Basil's Church. It's